We want somebody to stand up and say something about it.
3-foot diameter disc-shaped craft that was perfectly intact. There wasn't a scratch on it.
New details on that whistleblower who leaked top-secret documents.
Faces almost certain criminal prosecution.
Imagine this. You're scrolling through endless channels on your TV, or maybe flipping through web pages on your laptop hunting for something that catches your eye. Suddenly a headline pops up claiming, "Former government insider reveals shocking truths about UFOs." Now that's intriguing, right? Who wouldn't pause and think, what if? What if there's more to the stories of flashing lights and mysterious objects in the sky than we've been led to believe? And what if the person revealing these secrets is none other than Edward Snowden, a name synonymous with earth-shattering leaks and government secrets? In a world buzzing with talk of alien life and UFOs, Snowden's insights throw a whole new light on what's really out there. Stick around as we unearth government secrets, UFOs, and the endless quest for extraterrestrial existence. Edward Snowden's transition from a skilled computer intelligence consultant to one of the most notable whistleblowers of the 21st century marked a pivotal moment in the global conversation on privacy and state surveillance. His American upbringing and technical prowess led him to esteemed positions within the most secretive corners of U.S. intelligence agencies, including the National Security Agency, NSA, and the Central Intelligence Agency, CIA. It was within these halls, shrouded in secrecy, that Snowden gained access to some of the most tightly guarded information in the world. This information detailed extensive surveillance programs that spanned continents and penetrated the digital lives of millions of unsuspecting individuals. Before his disclosures, the extent to which governments could monitor and collect data on their own citizens and those of other nations was largely the subject of speculation and theoretical debate. But what exactly did he expose? Why is it such a big deal that it's out in the public for everyone to see? What does that mean for Snowden? The whole alien and UFO thing has always been a bit of a puzzle, mostly because it feels like the government's always dodging the real answers or keeping the juiciest details locked away. So when Edward Snowden came into the picture, people were ecstatic. Here's a guy who had top-level access to the NSA and CIA's most guarded secrets. If there were any hidden files about aliens or UFOs, Snowden was perfectly placed to find them. Everyone was on the edge of their seats. Had Snowden, in his deep dive into the classified realms of American intelligence, stumbled upon undeniable evidence of otherworldly visitors, with all the hush-hush and whispers about the government knowing way more about aliens than it admits? It seemed like Snowden might just crack the case wide open. As he dug through secret files and classified info, the suspense was real. If there's anyone who could reveal if we've got alien neighbors or not, it was him. But what he found, or better put, didn't find ended up surprising everyone who was convinced the government had been keeping alien secrets from us. Even with all the hype around UFOs and aliens, Edward Snowden's deep dive into the government's most classified files turned up empty on the extraterrestrial front. It's a bit of a letdown for those who were sure the government was sitting on a pile of alien secrets. Snowden probably expected something a bit more out of this world. Instead, he found routine, earthbound information. This revelation throws a wrench into the works for conspiracy theorists. The government has long been accused of brushing off UFO sightings, attributing them to weather phenomena or mistaken identities. But here comes Snowden, essentially with the master key to the kingdom of secrets, and he finds nothing. Zip, zilch, nada. It's almost as if the government's most profound secret is that there's no secret, at least not about aliens. So, this begs the question, are all those top-secret files just full of mundane, everyday stuff? And for a more tongue-in-cheek pondering, could it be that aliens are just really good at hide-and-seek, managing to elude even the most thorough search by someone like Snowden? Then, there's the Fermi paradox, scratching its head and asking, with all the vastness of space and countless planets, why haven't we bumped into extraterrestrial neighbors yet? Snowden's empty-handed search adds another layer to this conundrum. Is it possible we're truly alone in the universe? Or is the universe just playing games? Lately, there's been a big jump in people getting excited about UFOs again. A lot of this buzz comes from the U.S. Department of Defense, putting out some declassified reports and videos that show unidentified flying stuff, or, as they call them, unidentified aerial phenomena, UAPs. This is a pretty big deal because in the past, the government would usually keep quiet about UFOs or just wave them off. Now they're being more open, showing us these videos and talking about them, which is a pretty big change. What could this mean? This new openness from the government is making people think more about the Fermi paradox, that big question of why, if the universe is so huge and full of planets, we haven't found any signs of aliens yet. The fact that the government is now taking UFO sightings seriously and even investigating them is kind of like saying, hey, maybe there's something out there after all. This has gotten more people interested in UFOs and the whole idea of looking for aliens, making them take the Fermi paradox and the search for extraterrestrial intelligence a bit more seriously. Plus, the government talking about UFOs and maybe aliens shows that our culture is starting to be more okay with the idea that there are things out there we don't know about yet. This shift towards openness about UFOs and the possibility of alien life is really stirring things up. It's pushing scientists and regular folks alike to talk more about aliens and what their existence would mean for us, how we see ourselves and our spot in the universe. As we keep pushing into space and making better tech to look for alien life, the big question of whether we're the only ones out here keeps guiding us. It's one of the biggest mysteries we're trying to crack. Are we alone in the universe? Edward Snowden threw in another interesting idea about how governments might use stories about UFOs and aliens. He thinks these tales might be a way for those in power to distract us from bigger, more urgent problems. It's like, hey, look over here at these cool alien stories, while other important issues don't get the attention they need. This tactic could let governments steer the public's focus away from stuff they might find embarrassing or harmful. Snowden even pointed to how a story about a Chinese balloon got a ton of attention, making people think about invasion or spying scares. He's suggesting that this story, and others like it, might be blown up bigger than they need to be. Why? To keep us all busy talking about that instead of noticing other big deals happening, like the US messing up the environment or getting into political trouble. So while we're all caught up with flashy stories about UFOs or mysterious balloons, we might be missing out on some really important news that's flying under the radar. Additionally, Snowden points out that discussions about UFOs and aliens can spark a media frenzy, particularly when they come from official channels or with declassified documents. This not only fuels public speculation and interest in extraterrestrial life, but also effectively distracts from other government activities that might warrant closer examination. By focusing on the mysterious and unexplained, attention is diverted from actions the government prefers to conduct, with minimal public oversight or debate. Edward Snowden also has a compelling hypothesis concerning the search for extraterrestrial intelligence, suggesting that advanced alien civilizations might use encrypted communications. This form of communication would be so sophisticated that it could render their messages indistinguishable from cosmic noise or randomness to human observers. This theory challenges the conventional methods employed in the search for extraterrestrial intelligence, CTI, which often rely on detecting clear, unencrypted signals or messages that could be identified as originating from an intelligent source. The implications of Snowden's hypothesis for SETI and our understanding of alien life are profound. Traditionally, SETI projects have scanned the cosmos for signals that stand out from the background noise of the universe, hoping to find patterns or sequences that indicate a non-natural origin. These initiatives presuppose that any civilization attempting to communicate with others across the stars would use signals distinct enough for recipients to recognize them, even if they had technology that was inferior to their own. However, if advanced civilizations encrypt their communications effectively, these signals could be indistinguishable from the background noise, leading to a scenario where Earth scientists might have already received messages from extraterrestrial beings without even realizing it. This perspective introduces a significant shift in how we might need to approach the search for extraterrestrial intelligence. Instead of looking for explicit signals or messages, researchers might need to develop new strategies and technologies capable of identifying and deciphering encrypted communications. This could involve advanced algorithms and a deeper understanding of encryption and information theory, pushing the boundaries of current technology and scientific knowledge. Moreover, Snowden's hypothesis highlights the potential for misunderstanding in the cosmos. Just as encrypted messages could be overlooked or dismissed as random noise, the signals humans have been sending into space, intended to showcase our presence and level of technological advancement, might also be encrypted in the eyes of more advanced civilizations. This mutual encryption dilemma suggests that both sending and receiving parties in the universe might struggle to recognize each other's attempts at communication, complicating the search for extraterrestrial intelligence in ways previously unconsidered. How do tales of UFOs, aliens, and shadowy government operations shape our collective psyche? And most importantly, at what cost is it to humans? Let us know your opinion in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, remember to give it a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and press the notification bell.